The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware.
Coming straight for the Mouths of Madness. I'm Lowdown. With me as always is
F.U. Hunter. What's up, you, I don't know, razor motherfucking bitches?
Too rich for your own fucking good, bitches.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you talking about? These fuckers, I completely believe that this does happen on a level, maybe not to the satire of the film, but rich people get bored.
Yeah.
And when you can just throw money away, it matters nothing. The people seeing who will do what for what is more enticing than $500,000. That means you got too much fucking money.
And then you're torturing people for My Name is Earl and fucking Trailer Park Boys. It's fucking out of control here, man.
Literally, when this movie came out in 2012, they just picked two of the hot shows. Okay, we got these guys. Yeah.
You, My Name is Earl. You, Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, and then you got what's his face, old he was on Sopranos. He was Home Alone. Passed away 4 years ago. He's the first one to die. The alcoholic.
Oh yeah, fucking John Hurt.
John Hurt. Yeah. I saw him. I was like, oh, look, John Hurt. And when, and then I was watching it. And I was like, when does this movie come out? I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, this was not his last film. All right. Before we dig into this film, I would first like to ask you to please like, comment, share, subscribe, rate, review, all the stuff across social medias. It helps out the podcast greatly. Only takes you a few seconds, and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Now, on to tonight's episode. We're going to be talking about, this is On the Chopping Block episode, 2012's Would You Rather?
Yep.
And what he's referring to is the main cover is almost Fulci-esque with a giant. So it's like the 70s style poster.
Yeah.
It's really
kind of
cool.
Kind of grainy, and then just eyeball with a razor blade right
and
there.
I immediately thought New York Ripper.
Yeah.
When I saw the poster, because there's literally a scene where the dude takes the razor above the eye, goes over the eye, but he goes into the crevice by the nose so he doesn't pop the eyeball, and then comes down the dude. I was like, ugh. And so I was like, please no.
But
the eye trauma.
That cover art, it's literally half a fucking centimeter of the blade touching the fucking eye.
Yeah. But,
the actual result.
Well, for me, it was great. For Hunter, it was like, God damn it.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
Oh, shit. So you could definitely, it's definitely dated with the main actress in this film. Definitely tell us 2012 film. You got fucking Brittany Snow.
Yeah.
Which, what has she done?
X.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But I mean,
before X.
Yeah, I was saying, there's a little bit gap between the two.
Dude, not only did she do X,
2012 and X.
I wonder if people in I know she did stuff later after 2012, but there was we're basically getting there was a 5 to 6 year gap where she really wasn't doing a lot.
Yeah.
It seemed like, and knowing Brittany Snow, I never thought I would see her in X with a load on her ass.
Yeah,
I never thought I would see that
because she was in between the two, I guess Pitch Perfect.
Yep.
And
she's been in a lot of pink, foo style movies,
which is kind of crazy. This is kind of one of her early roles.
It is,
and then she went on to that kind of stuff.
Was she in Tucker and Dale? No, it was a different blonde.
Yeah, different blonde.
The one that they kidnapped.
She was I always think of her as the secretary in 30 Rock. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But then you see her next, you're like, oh damn, girl, taking pipe. Anyway, maybe this is what got her in love with indie horror.
Maybe
stuff like that, and that's why she did X. Because X is amazing.
You got someone who's a horror icon as one of your main roles.
Jeffrey Combs, dude.
Yeah. Which I think that's how we came up with talking about this. Is we were talking with somebody the other night, and he brought up, and I was like, what's funny is I just saw a movie, and that was this movie.
Would you rather? Yeah, yep. And man, more people need to talk to and ask questions about this to him at cons, because we need to get over the Reanimator from Beyond shit and start talking about some of his other stuff.
He just fucks with people.
All the scene, dude. He chews his shit up, dude.
And he just fucks with them.
Is this not the most straight-laced Jeffrey Combs role you've seen? He's not odd at all. No. He's just crazy.
He's just sadistic.
Yeah.
Because he's like, one or the other. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, he's just so matter of fact, because everything he's known for, he plays slightly tweaked, odd character.
Oh, you mean him in Frighteners?
Yeah. Oh God. With the cushion for the hemorrhoids.
That haircut. Yeah, I mean, just all around. He's a
Well,
fucking.
I'll be fair. Castle Freak, he was pretty straight laced.
Okay.
He was just a average Joe husband, inherited a castle.
He's witted enough that he obviously has money, and he has enough to convince these people to come to this night.
Well,
like,
it's because
he's
the
not
doctor
bonkers crazy from the start.
The doctor, I guess deals with the financials of the hospital.
Oh man.
Like,
all right. Well,
so he's from The Wire. I don't know
Yeah.
if you know that character or not, that actor. He was in the first 2 seasons of The Wire.
Oh yeah. No, I recognize him.
And he was in it's a recent show with drug dealers. Power.
Okay.
He's in Power on Stars. Anyway, one of the Power spinoffs. Excuse me.
But I'm going to reference a thing we covered real quick. Remember how I was bitching about Stepfather?
Yeah.
OG, where you had that character and his whole motivation is, I'm going to find out and stop this motherfucker. This dude is straight up stealing that handbook of, I'm going to correct right or wrong, and fucking gets taken out like a fucking chump as soon as he goes, I'm going to save these people. I've done too much evil here. Bring these people here. Yeah. And fucking headshot done before anything can be done.
Yeah.
Pretty sad.
It was a waste. Like, really? All that cutaway stuff for
Why
that?
would we follow you? He's like, all right, got my gun. I'm going to
he's going to fuck some shit up.
I'm getting in the basement.
No.
I'm going to head explode.
Yeah, it's just like, God, really?
Yeah.
Now, we also get an early role from Penguin, from Gotham.
Yeah, as the
son.
fucking shitty-ass son, the rapey son.
Rapey son. Very rapey.
Yeah.
Which they allude to what he was like, what happened. So Jeffrey Combs' character, his son, is played. I'm sorry, I forget the actor's name. That played the Penguin on Gotham, the Fox show. And like before the dinner, he's just like, "What happened last time? He's unacceptable."
Yeah.
So apparently he went through with it last time. Like,
he keeps apologizing. He's like, "I am so sorry."
No, he's doing it very snarky. He's like, "I said I was sorry."
Yeah,
like, dude, you're a dick. What a perv. And like, but you saw him like smile and shimmer when the dude was getting beat. You're like, oh, you dirty.
You talking about the son or you talking about Combs?
The son.
Okay.
The son. Remember that one war vet guy kept taking the lashings?
Yeah.
And like when it got to like the third round, so he was getting his seventh, eighth, and ninth.
He's getting off. Like
the dude, he's totally like whacking off under the table,
he's
dude.
He's got to change that pair of pants after that.
Like it was terrible.
What I'm saying with Jeffrey Combs is that later on when we almost have an escape, but the son shows up and almost tries to rape, Brittany Snow. And like when they get back and literally Jeffrey Combs is like, look, we're torturing and we're killing, but we do not rape here. Like,
yeah, we do not rape.
Like that.
We do not rape.
I apologize. I deeply apologize.
We're trying to be sophisticated.
Like, you've killed like 4 motherfuckers.
Yeah, we're trying to be sophisticated.
Yes, we have honor here.
Yeah,
not really.
There's rules.
Yeah,
they're going with this whole sociopath thing. There's rules in this game.
Exactly.
Now I'm sorry, but they did show when they first enter, because everyone's invited to a quote unquote dinner party, right? And the idea is that at the end of the dinner there will be a game. And then if you win the game, you will have everything taken care of. Any debt, any whatever will be taken care of in your life, and you'll be set.
It's kind of like
her brother has cancer. There's no fucking parents apparently, and she's struggle busting to get a job to even pay for.
You get the idea that everybody there is desperate
for some reason.
Kind of like Squid Games, where you're like,
kind of, yeah,
where you're just like, and he kind of tests it out early because he's like talks to Brittany Snow. He's like, so you're a vegetarian. What'd you do if
before the game starts? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he pays her like, what is it, $1,000? $10,000 to eat meat.
Yeah.
And she ate not only part of it, there was steak and liver.
Yeah.
So she ate organ meat and muscle meat.
And then she goes after fucking Home Alone dude, and he's like,
John Hurt, and
so,
look, $50,000 to kill his 30-year sobriety.
Yeah.
He had to kill a decanter of that decanter was probably like $30,000 worth of scotch, and he paid him $50,000.
Yep.
That shit was so wrong, dude. I'm like, oh, this movie's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
And it was.
And you learn.
And it was.
Like, all right, time to start the games. Well, I guess we establish, you got to see how serious things are. And that's where pretty much, again, John Hurt was just like, fuck this. Like,
well, it was after they rolled out the shock machine,
yeah.
And he's like, well, you want us just to fucking hurt each other. Like, he's called it out from the beginning. He's like, you just want to see us hurt each other. This is fucked up. You're not going to do this. He gets up and tries to walk out because you get a chance to leave. Before the game starts, Jeffrey Combs' character is like, look, if you want to leave, you can do it now.
Just to be a little more sadistic. Like,
right.
Look, you walk out, you get no money. Anybody?
But you can go. And that, and then they don't. And the thing is, when they find out what's happening and anyone tries to leave, they get killed. You had your chance.
Too late. Yeah.
And I get both sides of it because he's like really is being fair with it. It's like if you stay, you're have a potential
you
to
chose
die.
the money. Yeah.
Exactly. So he's also like, how desperate are people? That's what I'm saying. It's like he has too much fucking money. They're too fucking rich because they, like I said, watching people that are struggling suffer even more to gain something that could help them out is more enticing than money. And he's throwing all this,
he's
like
just throwing it there,
throwing money
and
out.
He has his butler and everybody working for him. That's
his
just
butler was straight up like special forces in the UK somewhere. He was like some Alfred shit.
Yeah.
He was like, that's my favorite torture collection. Blah blah blah.
He kind of reminded me of the butler from God damn it, the fucking wedding movie. I'm drawing a blank on it now.
Wedding Crashers? I don't know.
No. I mean, we covered it in one of the prior ones.
Ready or Not?
Ready or Not? Yeah. The butler there.
This movie.
Well, he's a butler, but he also can fuck
Dude, there are
shit
two
up.
movies from watching this movie that clearly took the concept and switched it up a little bit, and it's Ready or Not, because it came out way later,
Yeah.
and Cheap Thrills.
Oh yeah. Yep.
We're like people that have so much money, they'd rather watch people do fucked up shit and suffer or cause other people to suffer.
They're just bored. They're just bored.
They're fucking
And they're
bored,
like,
man.
Desperate people. And I mean, Brittany Stone's motivation, it's not even for her.
It's for a brother.
It's for her brother. And Jeffrey Combs is like, look, you do this.
Take care of him.
Not only are you going to get money, I'm going to put him number 1 on the fucking list.
Transplant
for a transplant. That's
so all the
fucked
hospital bills
up.
covered and number 1 on the transplant. So the next fucking phone call after that could be, your brother's got it is saved. Like, that's fucked up,
I know
dude.
this movie is such a fuck you, by the way.
Dude.
It is such a
we'll get to that.
It's such a middle finger. God
But that
damn.
adds to it so much because she, so basically, it's just like basically brings out the shock treatment, and we're not going to go beat by beat for it, but he brings out the shock treatment thing, and they put a helmet on 2 people that are crossing each other, and he goes to one of the people, is like, all right, so would you rather electrocute yourself or so-and-so? And see, My Name Is Earl guy did the right thing. See, I thought if everybody did what he did in that first round, no one would have got eliminated.
Right. But that's the whole thing is he wanted to see who's out for themselves and who's because you get what's her name, Sasha Grey.
Yeah.
Fucking A. And he doesn't
hey,
even
guys, it's Sasha Grey without a dick in her.
Yeah, but he doesn't even finish the question before she shocks the shit out of Grandma.
Yeah.
She's like, now you can either. She's like, already. She's already
from something too. Who was Grandma from?
I don't know, but I'm just saying
actress
Sasha
is from
Grey
something.
is just, as you can tell, she's in it. She doesn't give a fuck about anybody else, and she's like, this is how you play the game. This is how you survive. But she doesn't. She pretty much.
But she was wrong, because like literally, if you had transferred over the shock around the table, everybody would have been shocked once, and everybody would have survived. The double shock. The people that took the double shock are the ones that died.
Yeah,
because that's a lot. Because Homeboy took 2 shocks.
Did anybody die from the shocks? I don't think anybody did.
No, he almost did.
Yeah.
The one dude who ends up who actually makes it to the end.
You thought Grandma was going to.
Yeah.
But she made it through. She made it to the second round.
And then when I got back to Homeboy, remember it was like, all right, you can choose to shock yourself or shock him. And he was like, oh, God. Please, I already done this.
But that's like level 1. And then they pick up the ante. And it's the fucking stick. What is it called? Like
it's a stick and an ice pick.
Right,
but it's an African.
It ain't
something.
just a stick. It's like
there's a whole name.
Yeah,
it's like this is like an from
African
the Serengeti
torture, yeah.
African whipping stick or some shit. And I'm like, God damn, bro, dude, I don't know what wood that is, but holy shit,
yeah,
that was rough.
And this thing is, I feel like it's one of those where it's like very hard but hollow, so the swing can go down really fast.
If you look, and I don't know if it was like everything in the film seemed practical, so I'm pretty sure it was this like whatever they used, but it whips back.
Yeah,
but I'm like, there's no solid stick that does that, so that bitch is like rubbery or something, man. Which there is rubber wood is a thing.
Yeah,
like poplar. There's tons of trees that are considered rubber wood where they're flex when they're still wet. Like
but that poor dude. The first guy.
Whipped 9 times or 12?
12. Yeah.
12.
He just literally is done. He's like, and it got to the point where at some point he's already passed out, and they're like, well, he's still alive, so he still counts. And you have the characters being like, well, I mean, he won't feel it as bad because he's passed out.
So they do it again.
You do it again.
And then the Jeffrey Combs character is like, hey, he can't move forward, so he's out.
Yeah, he's done.
So they just kill him.
The best is that one of them's like, look, because the grandmother in a wheelchair, legs paralyzed, she's like, I hate to do this, but you're not going to feel it.
Yeah, and stabs her.
Stabs her.
Well, it kills her. He kills the femoral artery.
Yeah.
Femoral.
You fucked up, dude.
Stabs her in the femoral artery, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Did I say that right? Is it femoral or femoral? One of the two. Stabs her there.
She actually has, in my opinion, the easiest death.
She just bleeds out and goes to sleep.
Bleeds out, head down.
Goes to sleep.
Of everybody there,
yeah, easy as death.
she kind of had
Easiest death.
yeah, they kind of were nice to her.
Well, I don't know. Homeboy at the end's got the easiest death, really, because it was quick. He didn't feel anything. It's right in the heart, dude. He's dead.
Yeah, but you're still bleeding out, and like.
Well, he had to cut his eye.
But and that's what I'm saying. But she literally can't feel her legs.
Yeah.
So when that happens, she just gets
like,
dizzy and then passes out.
Yeah.
Dead. So she had the easiest.
And Trailer Park Boy's the one who stabbed her.
Yeah.
That was so funny. He's like, well, you're not going to feel it.
But we start losing characters here and there. And I think it's
Sasha Grey just straight kind of stab her anyway. Brittany Snow. I was like, what a bitch.
Oh, she's just like, she tells her she's like, I'm out for myself. I don't give a fuck about y'all. So it's stressed over and over again and you can tell Jeffrey Combs is like, I want a couple of these. I want a couple people that give two shits about everybody else. So nobody's gonna help you because you're fucking everybody over.
So I do want to say, so John Hurt was the first death, gunshot to the face. Because he, like I said, he called him out and got up, tried to leave, got shot in the face. But when he walked into that room, there's a specific scene where it shows them, he moves the curtain back, and it's plywood.
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding. I'm sorry, dude. If I go to a dinner party, like if you look at the window in the studio right now and you open it, there's a window behind it you can see. If I go to any fucking place and I see that and I have the option to leave, I'm fucking out, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not fucking sticking around. Like, why is the room boarded up? Like, that's not cool. And so, yeah, mind you, like, there's drapes, but every window has fucking, we don't know how thick, but it's got plywood in every window, and the only door out is locked, except for one time. Like we talked about, the girl escaped, someone after
they plot out
thing,
after, a couple more people died.
After the second round, yeah.
They're like, all right, we're going to do this, grab the stick.
Revolt, yeah.
And,
didn't work out too well, did
my
it?
neighbor's Earl gets fucking shot. Brittany Stowe thinks she's getting away. That's when our doctor shows up, who is right in the wrong, gets shot in the head. She pretty much almost gets raped by the son. Gets saved by the butler enough to come back for
and
round
do the
three.
round three, which round three is where it gets fucking crazy.
Oh, man.
So at the round three, it's either he rolls out a barrel full of water, completely full, except for like the top 3 inches, and then he throws a bunch of cards out on the table in envelopes.
Well, he gives, I think he hands them.
He hands them each a card. That's right. He hands them each a card. And it's like either hold your breath for 2 minutes in the barrel, and I mean 2 minutes, like, your head's down either way.
Yeah.
If you can't do it, you're dead.
Yep.
Like your head's not coming up for 2 minutes.
You're swallowing water.
Yeah, exactly. Or take the card. Everyone's like, well, who the fuck can hold their breath for 2 minutes? Average person can't do that.
So he's like, the cards might not be as bad as the water. Yeah. He's full of shit, by the way.
Dude.
Every one of those cards
is fucked up.
It's fucked up.
But to me, technically, the worst one is the second one where she took the barrel. So the first dude took the card, and it was you had to lose an eye. So he had to cut.
No, I thought the first one was the cherry bomb in the hand.
No, that was third.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. Was it the first one?
Yeah, it was the first one. Because, like, he's like, look, it could be a dud. And he's like, maybe that's why it's on the card.
that happened after the eyeball.
But I'm just saying, he literally has his hand explode, dies anyway from a heart attack.
Yeah. Dies from a heart attack. Because that was third, because then Sasha Grey was the fourth, and she didn't think she could hold her breath for 2 minutes, took her card, and she had a card that showed the barrel with a 4. So she had to hold her breath for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I would have had, dude, literally half the time, like this round 3, I would have just ran after somebody who would shoot me. Like, fuck this. You wouldn't feel the bullet if they shoot you in the head. Like, I'm not drowning.
And that's where I thought it was hers, because the dude that cuts his eye sees like. And
he starts it off.
Yeah, but
so he cuts his eye, and they didn't show it though.
Yeah.
They
did we mention there's a time limit? It's not like you get to think much. You got 10 seconds to make a decision.
Oh yeah.
He gets down to 1. And it's just about like, well, we're going to fucking shoot you or cut your fucking eye.
I think that's what it is. They're not going to, unless you do something to them and charge them and give them a reason to shoot you, they were going to shoot someone else. Like, you cut your eye, we kill her.
Yeah.
So I think they had a gunpoint at Brittany Snow.
To 1 and then quick grab, like.
Yeah, you don't see any of it, which I know killed Hunter. He's like, God damn it.
I was expecting, that's the whole premise of the fucking poster.
But when Brittany Snow's character, she picked the breath thing. She picked holding her breath in the barrel for 2 minutes and did it. And then they were like, "Oh, what was your card?" And it was a tooth. And I thought I'd be like, "Oh, you pull a tooth out like you cut an eye." No, pull all your teeth out.
Teeth, yeah.
See, no, fuck, shoot me. Fuck that. Fucking shoot me.
That's what I'm saying. He was so full of shit. He's like, well, the card might be better. None of the cards. I mean, drowning sucks. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, none of the cars were good. Like,
no, because Dynamite thing, yeah. And then it comes down to Eyeball Dude, and because Dynamite Dude get killed, which I don't understand. He just his hand blew up.
But he had a heart attack. Literally,
that's where he had a heart attack.
Yeah,
that's where he had a heart attack.
His hand blew up. He could have survived that. Technically, could have made it to the last round. But he fucking had a heart attack. Like the brother's like, dead, sir. Like,
that's
heart
right.
attack.
Yanks him out. You're right. Yeah. And then the dude who cut his eye, and Brittany Snow survived the barrel thing. So it comes down to basically a bullshit version of a duel.
Yeah. But I'll be honest, you still think, is she going to be able to, like, she's pretty much sacrificed herself a couple times in the earlier rounds. She does the barrel and got lucky as shit, but you're still like, you think that other guy of the last two, he's the one that's going to be like, I hate to do this, and like have a turnaround.
No, dude, as soon as he started telling her a story, because she had the gun, and it was her choice, because she pretty much led all rounds.
Yeah.
As soon as he started telling her a story, right in the heart. Like, she was like, I know if you tell me this shit about your sisters, I won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
Right in the fucking heart, dude.
He's like nope, too bad.
Yeah, it's like literally like, yeah, see, I've got 3, bam, like, oh, shit.
And they had the same opportunity, so you really didn't know who's going to do it.
Yeah, she did.
And then he's like, hey, congratulations, winner.
Hey, that was a spicy one or some stupid shit like that. I was like, oh, a lot of unexpected things happened tonight. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And then, of course, so she knows everything's taken care of. She goes home.
Goddamn.
Birds are chirping. It's morning. Sun's out. She goes
survived.
In.
I mean, like,
she survived. And she took care of her brother. She goes in. Her brother's still asleep. She showers, comes out.
Honestly, she made it pretty good. Only like a stab, a fucking almost drowning.
Yeah.
Like, for the most part, she did get that fucked up.
Unscathed.
Yeah.
She comes out of the shower. It's like, damn, brother's not up. What the fuck? Goes in there. And so before she goes to the party, she was like, hey, I'm going to go out for tonight. You're going to be cool alone by yourself. And I think it was a mix between him feeling like he's holding her back and also he can't go out with his friends and he doesn't know that there might be hope in sight. Well, he took a shitload of pills.
Yep.
And choked on his own vomit, apparently. So what's crazy is...
there's a note. So I'm pretty sure it was a suicide.
No, it was a suicide, but I mean, like, they found her on his side with vomit out, so I guess he wanted to go out going to sleep and not choking on his own vomit.
Yeah, I think he just took enough and his body just shut down and
and then the movie
comes
ends.
Yeah,
and then
it's like we're talking about like miss level fuck you. Where like I'm just saying she did this. She didn't give a fuck about the money. She did this for him. And just like a wow. Like
brother's gone.
He kills him.
Brother's gone.
Everything she went through that night was
for
him.
Nothing now.
And he's like, I'm holding you back. I'm going to, and like, motherfucker.
But she also didn't say, hey, I'm going to this dinner tonight. I might come back with the bills taken care of. Like, see, communication is key, people.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee he wouldn't have killed himself. Communication's key. Don't hide shit.
Yeah.
Communication's key.
And maybe he was just waiting for, I'm going to go out with my friends and just like, okay, she's moving on. This is better now.
But she said that instead of saying, hey, I'm going to this potential businessman about getting you to the top of the list. Hey, none of that.
All of that.
For nothing.
Man, such a fuck you.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's all we got for Would You Rather. But before you go, take a listen to what's going on the GY Network.
In a world with too many reboots and remakes,
two men will stop at nothing to make it even worse.
Join Mike the Hobbit and Tandy as they play by their own rules while pitching new takes on some of your favorite and least favorite films and TV shows. What podcast would dare to bring this upon the world?
This is Smack My Pitch Show.
My name is Amy Bogard.
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIPodcast.com.
Coming straight from the mouths of madness, I'm Lowdown.
I'm F.U. Hunter.
Do you love horror?
We fucking do.
So this is a podcast dedicated to all things in cinematic horror. We're talking movies, television, composers, special effects artists. We're going to fucking cover it.
So if you love horror,
embrace the madness.
In a world of blockbuster movies, there's another dimension.
The dimension of schlock cinema. Join us at Beautiful Disasters on a journey into the fringe territory of B-movie abandon.
We review the flicks that are forgotten or underappreciated to give them a proper place in the annals of celluloid history.
I'm the Groots.
F.U. Hunter.
Your guides at Beautiful Disasters. Come along with us for a fun ride. May the schlock be with you.
All right, so every show you just heard, every trailer you just heard could be found on GUIPodcast.com and anywhere you get your podcasts. But, please go to GUIPodcast.com, go to our links tab, click on TeePublic, and go buy some rad GUI merch.
Boom.
We greatly appreciate it. Spooky boo season, whatever.
Get all kinds of shit, shirts, tote bags, stickers, all fun kind of shit.
Yep, tons of.
So many designs.
So many designs, tons of rad shit. Definitely go check it out. We'd love to see people, tag us, tag GUI, tag a bunch of people in it. It'd be fucking awesome.
Especially them hoodies.
Oh, the hoodies. Yeah, there's literally a sale right now. I bought 2. So it's about a chopping block for me. It was, for being an 11-year-old film, it felt really original. Having already seen the movies, like I said, that came after it, Cheap Thrills and Ready or Not are directly, linked to that.
And it's funny you bring up Cheap Thrills. I completely forgot about that.
That's literally like, do this or that. Hey,
But it's not like Saw level, you got to cut your stomach out. It's
cut open
up,
your skull and take out a piece of your brain.
What is different is that like you can decide early on about what happens to somebody else or yourself. So it's not just straight Saw like.
About saving yourself.
And I was into the movie. Yeah, that's the thing is I was into the just what each character's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like I said, most of them are good except for kind of Sasha Grey's character.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
She was a bitch, man.
And she got 4 minutes under the fucking. She drowned.
She drowned. She didn't.
Which
she made
is
it
a
like
shitty fucking way to drown.
That's what I'm saying, dude. If I got
in
that,
the ocean.
I would I would figure out some way to just fucking kill me.
Yeah,
I don't want to drown in a barrel, with someone's forcing my head down.
And we talked about it, but Jeffrey Combs is just
He's
really
stellar.
He's
stellar.
not that bonkers crazy. He's just fucked up and sadistic. But he goes for the rules. And he's very time is ticking. I think him that kind of puts it over the top for me.
I wonder how many generations this was going on, because that's like wealth. That's generational money.
Yeah.
So I'm almost like, did his dad do it with him? And you know what I mean? How did
Yeah, you never know. He just got bored or what. So.
Yeah, it's But anyway, thoroughly enjoyed this film. It is. Where was it streaming at?
I think on Prime.
Is it on Prime? It's Prime or Shudder. So you got to be careful with Prime.
It's one of those movies that kind of just goes back and forth between Prime. It might be on.
When you
Tubi
say Prime, I know you're not making sure you know where it goes. Maybe it's AMC Plus.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. But yeah, it's solid. So definitely check it out. Until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.